Hey everybody, welcome back to this episode of the Antisocial Socialite. I just have so many things that annoy the shit out of me, so I figured, oh, here comes one thing that it does annoy the shit out of me, Miss Hayden!
That's right.
No, I'm just kidding. Hey, say hi to everybody out there in YouTube land. Alright, so we're going to talk about some pet peeves today. She's really not one of them, but according to the HuffPost and a survey that I did with my friends, I've gathered a list of pet peeves. So I want to see how many pet peeves that you agree with. So first one actually came from my brother. My older brother says that he hates when people wear socks with sandals. What do you think?
I don't really have it.
You don't care. So Uncle Brandon's just weird? Okay. All right. Loud chewers or people that smack, especially people that slurp their cereal. How many times do we talk about restaurant manners? Often, right?
Yeah.
And half of the adults out there do not have restaurant manners. Another one is when people say the word supposedly when the word is really supposedly. I think they need to go back to school, right?
Well, I say words wrong.
It's all right, and she's still learning. Grown adults don't know any better, right? Liars, that's a huge one, okay? Also, not keeping up with kitchen countertops or the sink, especially when the sink is not clean after you use it. Why does people, why do you want to have, why does people, talking about messing up words, right? Why do people leave food in the sink when they're done cleaning it? It's so disgusting. All right, another pet peeve, lack of communication or rudeness. We hate rude people, right? Didn't I just yell at rude people earlier? Yeah, totally rude. Another one, when people dress up their pets.
Oh, I dress up my pet.
You dress up your pet? Toby is a good sport though, so he will definitely be okay with that, right? I think so. He's old, he doesn't care. All right, another, failing to use your blinker or using it at the last second. You don't drive yet, so it's not really applicable to you, but what do you think when you're a passenger? Do you hate it when people do that?
Well, kind of scary.
It is kind of scary, right? Close talkers. That's an awkward one, right? People don't know their personal space.
Yes!
Yeah. That was another pet peeve that we had. What do you think? You don't like it. All right. Wrinkled sheets. That one was actually kind of funny to me because
I don't really care.
you don't care as long as you sleep, because
Yeah.
sleep is her happy place, right? I actually iron the set of sheets that I have. I have 2 sets, and I hate wrinkles, so I agree with that one. All right, pedestrians who stop walking and then block other people.
Okay, that's just rude.
Annoying. All right, so that was a list, like I told you, from HuffPost and from my friends. But here are my personal pet peeves. Oh, my earring, poor Frida just fell out. That is also one of my pet peeves, when she falls out of my head. And not out of my head, out of my ear. When people leave time on the microwave, just press clear. If we use it as a clock, just friggin' clear it. Rude, annoying, lazy, right? Constantly on your cell phone and not listening or engaging in a conversation. How many times are people you're trying to talk to on their phone not paying attention
Okay,
to
that's
you?
mostly me. Yeah.
It is mostly her. It is what it is. I still love her. The sound of styrofoam rubbing together, that is like nails on a chalkboard to me. I am disgusted by that sound.
I annoy her with
She purposely annoys me with it. Yeah, thank you, girl. Appreciate you. All right, when people don't pick up their feet while walking, I actually put that because of her, because she's always scuffing around, and it's so
it. I don't
annoying.
try to.
And every time we're in a store somewhere, I'm like, Hayden, pick up your feet. Typos. I've actually stopped reading books, especially for my English class in college, because there was a typo in there. That stuff drives me crazy. Also, when people say on accident, it's by accident. It's by accident. No. All right, adding an apostrophe where it doesn't need to be. The word Saturdays is just that. It's not a possessive.
Oh, I
You
forget.
don't need to add an apostrophe to the word Saturdays. All right, do you have any pet peeves? You don't, nothing that annoys you? Really? I don't do crazy stuff? I don't talk closely in your
Okay,
face?
that's a thing. that I
Okay,
never do.
yeah.
And then you hug me like a million times.
Oh, when I hug her a million times, that's a pet peeve? All right, that's it.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm actually canceling her. 2020 cancel list. Bye. All right, so please comment below. I want to hear what you guys have that are your pet peeves and annoy the S-H-I-T out of you. Are you going to say that word? Good. She doesn't swear. Oh, we love you. And you know what? Because, what's it? Well, actually, I'll have you explain it. What's this month?
My birthday month.
It's her birthday month. So you know what? In honor of Hayden's birthday month, she is actually going to be the commercial breaks featured throughout the entire month of August. So should we hit them with the commercial break?
Sure.
All right, so we'll be back right after this.
Commercial break.
Welcome back from our commercial break.
Hi.
She's crazy. All right, so you guys already know Hayden, my little pet peeve, my favorite pet peeve, right? But I'm going to introduce you to someone brand new. I've never had her on the show, and I'd love to introduce you guys to her. Her name is Sierra, but she goes by Cici. She's actually one of the members of the Legendary Media Group, so we are colleagues and classmates, or whatever you would like to call it, in this amazing group. She actually hosts a show on her Instagram and YouTube called Cici's Interlude. She's going to tell us a little bit about it and what she is doing with her life, born and raised in the Bronx, and where she's going with her career. Right? Are you excited to watch this interview? All right, so enjoy the clips of the interview. We will see you guys when we come back. And actually, we're heading to the beach right now, which is why I have my bathing suit on. And show them your really cool jersey. And show them your really cool hair. Daddy dyed it green last week. And show them your new sunglasses today. This has to be a fashion show right now. All right, isn't she so stylish? She takes after her favorite aunt. I was waiting for her to say, you're my only aunt. Meh. Mwah. I love you. I'm gonna hug you a million times over. So enjoy my interview with Cici, and we will see you guys afterwards. Hey everybody, here are your two favorite four-eyed friends. I got Cici in the house with me today. Cici's interview.
Hey,
Yes. So I was actually just talking to Cici, and I bought these glasses unbeknownst to me of like what they truly look like online. They're Alexander McQueen, and I feel like a porn star. So I was like, or like a dirty like Studio 54 person. So I was like, let me wear these today with my yellow dress, and we're just gonna have fun. Cici, what's up, girl?
And I have yellow nails. So.
Yeah, see, it all goes together.
Hey.
I'm like Bodak yellow. What's up, baby? So, Cici, welcome
Yes.
for this very special interview. I'm so excited to finally have the opportunity to interview you, get to know a little bit more about your personal life, your show, all the fun stuff. So, are you ready for the most explosive interview of 2020?
I'm so ready. I'm sweating right now. That's how ready I am.
Or because it's like 90 degrees in your apartment, but whatever. Like, you're sweating because of the interview, right?
Yeah, I'm nervous.
So, no, don't be. I'm like, this is fun. So, Cici, tell all the antisocial butterflies who you are and what you are about.
Okay, so my name is Sierra, but you call me Cici. I'm from the Bronx, New York. I'm really passionate about media. If you guys can't tell, I'm like a whole bubble, I'm a whole handful. So I feel like I need everyone to see this side of me. I just want my personality to really show. And I've always been into TV and, acting, YouTube, all that stuff. So I'm happy that I'm able to do that now so everyone else can see. I write a lot. Like, I'm a really good writer. Write poetry, scripts, lyrics. I write everything. So I'm just love I can show my passion.
Look at you, multi-talented girl over there. Woo, woo.
And I can
You're like, and follow my Instagram page where I do my amazing nails. Show them your nails again so they can see. Yes. So magical. as I have like little boy nails right now.
I could put a yellow shirt. I have a gold one.
You want to
Oh,
go
wow.
pause this right now and go do it?
No.
You're like, because I won't come back because it's hot as hell
know.
over here.
And it's wrinkly.
I love it. No, so people that may not be familiar with your Instagram and your YouTube show, I have met Cici through the Legendary Media Group, and we are so excited to, do this collab together because I absolutely adore her. Super excited to hear more because I've seen certain sides of her and I want people to be introduced to her and go love and support her. But it's so cool to know that you do the behind the scenes with like screenplays and poetry and all of that, where you're on the back side of the camera. So it's so exciting to see you and your personality in front of the camera. Like, the world needs to like see who you are.
Yes, please. Period.
Poo. I could never get into that. I'm like, that's not my style. But
I'm gonna teach you.
Yeah. So funny. So speaking of your show, your YouTube channel, your Instagram, tell us a little bit about Cici's Interlude, and you have to do your little dance.
Of course. Okay, so that's my little shimmy, guys. Cici's Interlude. Okay, wow, I'm acting like I'm about to do an episode. Sorry. Ooh.
Do one right here. I'm like, that's fine. Do it.
So in my YouTube channel, I focus on music. So I bring like all the music to you. I'm like the shade room of music, but not so much attacking celebrities. I just give my opinions and how I feel. And I feel like I sometimes speak for others that don't know what to say, but I like speak what's in their head, like what someone is thinking. Like, oh, you know what? They could have done that different, or oh, I don't agree with that, oh, I do love that, or oh, you're so right. So, just all the music tea. Wow. Oh my God.
You're not letting you be great right now.
My dad called me.
We love you, Dad. Special shout out. I hope you're doing well. If he ever happens to watch this, right?
I'll show him. Sorry.
It's all right. Don't even worry.
Let's see. Let's talk about my YouTube. Yeah, and I want to expand it. I, in the future, do plan on interviewing others. I do want to have a podcast as well, so people can like actually call me and speak to me. So I just really want to expand it, and I just hope it gets more leverage.
It's you. I'm excited to see. I love tuning in because you have the energy, like it's not really scripted. You're just like, hey, this is my take on it. These are the hot topics of the week. I'm going to tell you what's up, and I'm going to bring my personality like full force. So I love the energy that you bring. It's like super genuine, super engaging. I'm just like, yes, she is at this teal wall giving us the music news that we need. Yes.
Almost fell. Poppy.
We'll make this fast so you can call him. Obviously, he misses you, so he wants to catch up with you.
Nah,
So
it's cool.
Yeah, no worries. So you grew up in the Bronx, born and raised there. You are like in the breeding ground for so many talented people, whether it's writers, actors, musicians, everything like that. So definitely your influence in the entertainment industry is different from myself or other people that may be getting into this. So my question is like, how did growing up in the city influence the direction that you want to go with your career and just your take on things, in your opinion?
Well, honestly, I mean, New York in general is full of so many different people, but I want to stay more in the Bronx. It's just so much culture. It's a lot of diversity, and it's so many people doing different things. So I feel like I'll have somebody I know, oh, they make shoes. This one makes clothes. They sell clothes. This one is starting a business. I feel like it's not that there's struggle in the Bronx, but it's not poverty, but I feel like everyone in this environment has the ambition to want to make it, to do better and live better and be in a whole better environment, because in the Bronx compared to other boroughs, it's not, I guess, kind of like poverty. So it just makes you want to go, and it drives me every day to want to be better, get out of New York, and just follow my dream.
All right, I'm gonna ask you this question, but you cannot answer Chris Brown, so don't even.
This is
Okay. I know, right? You're like, oh yeah, battery died. Bye. Bye. All right. Your dream interview. If you could interview anybody on Cici's Interlude, who would you interview?
Janae Aiko.
Okay.
That was a little fast. Let me calm down. Hold on.
You're like, I'm really sweaty and thirsty for her. Yeah.
I love Janae Aiko. I hope she watches this. Like, I love
We'll
her.
tag her. We will tag her and be like, girl, we love you. Summer 2020. I literally listened to that on repeat. I mean, you saw I posted it, the caption on Instagram, and you were like, hashtag Summer 2020. No, she has really good vibes. So, all right, so let's make that happen. I want you to, because your show is about music and giving the tea. So if you had the opportunity to interview her, oh, it'd be so amazing. So amazing. Let's do this. We're going to make it happen. We're going to ask everybody to share this, tag her. Let's make it happen.
Please, yes.
Right? You're like, I could write some songs with you. Because I'm right there, you know?
Exactly, yes.
Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion, you have to tell us what your thoughts are on that, because I watched the video last night. Yeah. Then I listened to the uncensored version after that, and I was like, So give us the Cici's Interlude take on that song and that music video.
Okay, my opinion. I think the visuals were amazing. The video was very good. There was just so many different scenes. They had different looks. Even I would not expect to see Cardi and Megan dancing. Megan, twerk, she dances, but like choreo, Cardi and her choreo together.
Pretty impressive. Cool. Yes.
But the thing is, I feel like the song and the video, not that it doesn't match, but you think of the video more when you listen to it opposed to like by itself. I don't know if that makes sense.
No, it totally does, because I was trying to listen to the lyrics of it, and obviously it was the clean version, but the visuals were phenomenal. The colors, the composition, everything was incredible, but I was almost kind of struggling because there was so much going on screen that I couldn't appreciate the lyrics for what they were. After, when I listened to the uncensored version, I'm like, okay, I get the song more, and I kind of wish I had listened to it beforehand.
Right.
I almost kind of feel like they were two different projects in a sense.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I feel like the video was released first. Well, that was like our first time hearing the audio. So usually, they give us the audio first and the music, but we were hit with both at the same time. So it's completely. So I was supposed to listen. I need to listen to it more. Really.
So, and you have like super long hair. So would you ever do that chain link hairstyle that Cardi had?
No.
Oh, he loved it. I was like,
I don't know how it would look. I don't know.
We would have to have somebody style it for you, because like trying to do that thing on your own would be like so difficult.
I don't know. Girl, I could barely flat iron my hair. No.
You did just
it's like
dye your
straight
hair.
And wavy. Yeah, I did do that.
Mine's pulled back, and then it's like a weird crumpled bun. I got like a mullet going on back here right now. I'm a hot ass mess today. You saw my video earlier online. I was like, I look like trash, which is why I put these glasses on. I'm like, do I look better with or without? And then I was like, fuck it.
I mean, you still did what had to be. It's dedication, like I said. And that's what's really great.
Yes, I saw your comment, and I'm like, thank you. That was on my lunch break. I had to get my homework done for Damage.
Shout outs to Damage.
Woo! If you're watching, do you ever watch my shit? But if you're watching, we love you. Just kidding. It's like total shade. I'm like, do you ever watch my stuff? No, I'm kidding. No, I know he does. All right. So on next week's episode of Cici's Interlude, what kind of hot tea? Yes, girl. What kind of hot tea are you gonna give us? Like,
that's the thing. It's so unpredictable. Like literally, things happen every day, especially in the music world. So I can't even answer that question for you.
all right. No, and that's honest because things are changing, especially like we know with the whole Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez stuff. Like if you go on Shade Room, there was like 8 different posts per hour.
I know.
The, you know, new details and this has happened and rumor allegedly.
She spoke to this person gave her this, and
Yes. So it's very hard to keep up, and I think that's kind of the difficult part of having a current events show is like you really have to be super up to date. So I think that's also works so well with your personality because you're like camera on and here I go.
boom.
You're not like, yeah, because I'm like, if you sit here and you practice a script or you do whatever, that info is old because you've been practicing that script for 4 days now, and then by the time you record, you're like, all right, well, that information's outdated, so...
Right, exactly.
All right, and then is your podcast going to be an extension of Cici's Interlude, or are you going to dive into like a different path for that?
As of now, I want to extend it. And I also want to create an advice column.
I think we had talked about this a couple months ago, right? Because I was like, low-key, I always wanted, like in high school, I had like 3 things I wanted to go to college for, like to do like, you know, communications or writing or whatever, because I wanted my own advice column. I wanted to be a photographer and I wanted to be an interior designer. So here I am speaking English in my chair and being recorded. So technically it's like videography, right? So I'm doing all 3 things.
Right.
No, just kidding. No, but no, you need to give an advice column. And what would your advice column be about? It's just like everything in the world, relationships, like what would you want to talk about on there?
I want to say relationships, even though my YouTube and things are about music. A lot of people come to me let me not say for some reason, but they come to me more about relationship advice. So I feel like I would center it about love and relationships.
With that being said, tell us the Bronx version of Carrie Bradshaw, okay? Please tell me you watch Sex and the City. I love Carrie. SJP is my idol, right?
Yeah.
All right, so you're the Bronx version of her. How would you, like, what is your take on the Will, Jada, and August entanglement? Because
Honestly,
that's like a celebrity relationship that we can dive into. So, like, what would your advice be if the 3 of them were to sit at that red table? Like, what would you talk to them about?
Ooh, let me put the glasses on. All right. Well, before I say that, I think us people, like, generally are so focused on idolizing these people, and like, you know, Will and Jada are like 2 people that not everyone, but almost everyone wants to be like in a relationship. You know, they've been together for so long. Like Beyonce and Cici, you know, those are like couples that their names are always in people's mouths when it comes to relationships. So I feel like honestly, we need to stop doing that. Like everyone just needs to stop idolizing couples because they go through so much and we think they're perfect and they're not.
They're not, right?
And we have to like realize that. I would tell them, whoo, dang, okay, I'm picturing. Jada, how could you? He's young. He's almost your son's age. Okay, not almost, but I really want to ask them, like, where did this start from? Who's really at fault here? There's 3 individuals. Jada's truth, Will's truth, and August's truth. I want to know, I want to hear each of them say how they feel and where this came from, because I feel that interview with them wasn't sincere, but something was missing. It's a little sugar coated.
Was missing. Yeah.
I want the real, tell me everything. Who wanna go first? Nobody jump in. August, be quiet. I know you wanna say a lot. That's it. I want the truth.
I know it's such an interesting dynamic because, and I actually just saw, like, I'm in this, you know the show Insecure, and I'm in this discussion group on Facebook, and it's really interesting because when the show is not being aired, people talk about so many different things. Like they'll share memes or they'll talk about like heavier issues at hand. And somebody had written in there recently about the fact that, you know, people aren't ready to discuss like a man actually saying, I am not happy in my relationship, so I went out and did this. So where they're like, you know, putting Jada on a pedestal, like, it's been a very long time since I felt good. It's almost like a relatable, like, girl, we've all been there. And you can justify the reason why you stepped out of your marriage if it is a closed marriage, because rumors are they're in an open relationship, right? But like the fact that she stepped out of her marriage to seek romance, affection, connection with somebody else outside of her husband, because she has a red table, because she has a talk show, because she's a celebrity, that's okay. But like if Will were to do that same thing, he would be listed as
forget about it.
Book and what a piece of trash and how dare he ruin his family. You know, so I think it's so interesting that, you know, having topics like this, men have feelings too. Like, can we just talk about that?
I want to hear it. I want to hear their feelings.
Yes.
I do.
You know, because he had like a couple questions and he was talking a little bit here and there, but he didn't really fully say, this is how I felt. This is how it affected me. We've been through so much. And I also didn't feel good. And, I have felt unloved or whatever. But, I mean, obviously, because the pressure was put on them in the media is the reason why she even did that red table talk. But I feel like it's okay to discuss mental health, especially men's mental health, emotions, everything gets like, so like if you open up and you talk about things, you're considered a wimp, or people are like, he's so gay. Like having feelings doesn't equate to being homosexual. I hate when people say stuff like that. Like,
I know.
It's so stupid. But
a lot of people teach their sons to be that way. So.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so I love how you're like, Jada, what you did? Finger point. Hold her accountable. You know? And I think also it would be interesting to see her kids' perspective on this. Because
yes, please. Even the dog. I want to hear everybody's.
Even the dogs. Well, I mean,
Nanny, everybody.
Yes. The house cleaner, you know, the landscaper. Yes, anybody that's in that house that saw August coming in, because his song Entanglements, didn't he say that he had like keys to the house and to the car? I mean, he had privilege in that relationship. He had the keys, including her heart, everything. So, I don't know. All right. Now, another question that's been popping up recently online, our love advice columnist over here. All right. And Damage actually just did this on his podcast, Dualities. If you were to go on a vacation, are you splitting it 50-50? Like, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I would. It depends. I mean, like, all right, for example, you could pay the flights after the hotel. We could do it like that. We could make an agreement when we get there. Maybe one night you pay for drinks, I'll pay for food. Like, it's kind of like a system, so we meet halfway. So one person doesn't feel like they're doing more. But if it's, let's say it's my birthday, I don't want to be paying too much. If you decided to treat me for my birthday, I don't want to be paying too much. I don't know. I'll help. But if it's like an agreed vacation, like let's just get away, let's
50-50. Okay. So, and I think, like special occasions are kind of excluded from that, because if somebody wants to, like, that is your birthday gift or Valentine's or anniversary, whatever the occasion is, to treat you to that, you shouldn't feel necessarily obligated to be like, no, I have to pay half if that's what they want to do.
Right.
Yeah. But it's interesting. And that's also for dating. Like, I feel like when you're married at that point, everything is 50-50 no matter what. So,
Right.
you know, this is
True.
strictly for like dating relationships and
Mm-hmm.
and situationships and whatever you want to call it. But like, say for example, like you and your boyfriend were to book something once we can start traveling, but you make like 3 times more money than him, right? Would you still expect him to pay half?
No. I would. I'm a very understanding person. So if you could work with me a little bit, then we're fine. I'll hold it down.
See, you're a ride or die girlfriend. And that's why people come to you for advice too.
Thank you.
Because it's fair and honest. You know, if you are the breadwinner in the relationship, it's really hard because that person may not ever feel like they can live up to your lifestyle if you're, you know, spending all this money or living a certain way and you're in a different apartment in a different block, and then they're like, hey, I live with roommates, and you're like, I can afford to live on my own. You know, so, you know, relationships aren't all about like financial status, but it's always good to make sure that you are in a relationship with somebody that at least can like not overdraft their bank account every week.
Right, exactly.
Some financial responsibility.
That might need to be another column or YouTube or something.
All right, so I'm back with the really cool kid. She's also a 4-eyed friend, just like Cici and myself in that video. We're back from the interview, right? Yes. And we're heading to the beach right now. So don't forget, make sure that you comment below, tell us about your pet peeves, tell me what you like about Hayden, I guess, but also tell me what you...
Excuse me?
I'm kidding. But also tell me what you think about my interview with Cici. So you guys, thanks again for tuning into the Antisocial Socialite. And when are we going to see them again?
Next Wednesday.
That's right, next Wednesday. Until then,